know, maybe my battery's dying.
Thought I heard footsteps, yep.
Pack it up. Let's go.
Guys, I don't know if you can see what's going on. We're in the woods and it's coming up on midnight and we're heading to a very haunted cemetery. And it dates back to the early 1700s and it's an old Quaker cemetery. They used to come up to the cemetery and do their rituals and I guess have their meetings. And in 1943, a little boy, I believe he was 6, hung himself, and the tree is actually still here. And we're gonna go check it out. But we'll see you over there. Guys, I don't know if you can hear that. We're obviously right near some water right there, as you can see.
So yeah, we got Phil from Darker and TV over there, and we got Marlo from Explore with Marlo.
Hey guys.
Explore with Marlo C.
Wow, this is quite creepy. It's almost midnight, right? Yeah. Wow, it's really misty over here. Guys, we're just walking through the woods. We got a little bit of a hike to get to the cemetery. You can see the mist. I know you can. It looks like rain almost. See? Look at that.
Is it mist?
It's mist.
Is it falling?
Could be a mixture of mist and pollen.
Wow, there's so much of it.
But guys, yeah, so we're making our way down to the cemetery. It's rumored to be extremely haunted. Like I said, a little boy hung himself back in 1943. And this dates back all the way to the Quakers. I'm sure you're familiar. And 1730 was the year. Phil, what's the story with the Marmaduke? Phil? What's the story? Yeah, what's
Oh, I don't know. He's
Realm has it?
Yeah.
Well, guys, there's another story and part of.
I think it's like if you walk around her grave 10 times. Or
Yeah,
his
Marmaduke. I guess Marmaduke, if you walk around her grave 10 times, what is said to happen?
grave, and you ask her a question and then you put your ear to the stone, you can hear. People say they hear a response.
Yeah.
I see lights right there.
It'll be interesting. I see lights. There's someone here.
Yeah, what channel?
We all do.
Yeah. We're all doing YouTube, so
I'm Dr. Image TV.
explore with me, Marlo C.
Hell yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, check out our channel.
Do you know like Alan Gwynn or like Austin Harley?
I've
No.
heard of Austin, I think. But
Austin's
haven't
like
heard
one of my
of that.
really good friends.
Oh, no
Love
kidding.
that dude.
Cool.
You guys been
Very
here?
What are you guys doing over here?
We came to check it out.
Oh, yeah?
Did you go up there?
Yeah, we were there for like a little while walking
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, we're gonna go check it
Do
out.
you guys know where the
ourselves.
cave is? Supposedly there's a cave around
Yeah.
there that a
I've
woman.
never been there. I want to hang out. She wants to leave.
I've never found it. I tried finding
wanna
it a couple
see it.
times, but I haven't found it. So
They call it a cave, but they say it might be like a
Yeah.
root, an old root cellar, you know.
Yeah.
But
Oh, it brings you down to the river. You hear
yeah,
that?
I've been down to that river and I
have you?
couldn't find the cave, so
Really?
I'm still looking for it. So
Scared me. Are you guys from the area?
yeah, we go all over the place, like
Yeah.
New York, everywhere.
We're from Mass. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
What's your YouTube?
Well, nice running into you.
Dr. Image TV. This is Explore
Explore with me, Marlo C.
Yeah, that's Realm Explore.
Hey Katie, for the people who don't want to go, want to hang in the car, want to do one more lap through, we still want to walk around.
All right, well, nice meeting you. Thank you.
Nice meeting you guys. They say.
All right, guys, so this is the gates. Check this out.
So here is the spider gate right here. And this was installed, when was it we were reading? It was like in 1950s or something like that?
1950s,
in honor to that
yeah.
young boy
Who hung himself in
who
the
hung
tree.
himself. And
Yeah.
that is the tree right there to the left.
And to the
where
left,
young
it's
boy
still
hung
here.
himself, allegedly hung himself.
All right.
Very far away.
Guys, here's some of the gravestones, the headstones that are here at Spidergate Cemetery. There's just a lot of people that we just ran into, and kind of wanting them to do their thing. I really am not into having to do an investigation being watched and having a bunch of people around, but so I want to show you a little bit around the cemetery. Look at this, there's a wall back here. Now this cemetery goes back to what, 1730, I believe. So there's a lot of history here. Look at this. It's well after midnight. And we're just down here checking things out. Guys, I'm just walking in the complete darkness. There's like a bunch of people up there, and I'm not having to, I don't want to turn this into a shit show, you know? I want to do a respectful investigation here. So, it's kind of breaking away from the herd, so to speak. So guys, this is the tree that the little boy hung himself back in 1943. And this is just another view of the gates. Really cool. Like I said, there's some people here, and I'm kind of waiting them out. I really don't want to investigate with a bunch of people around. I'd like to do a proper, respectful investigation. Not have it be a shit show. But this is amazing to see. This is like historic. That dates back to the early 1700s. The Quakers. This is very historic. This is really cool. I don't know if you can see that. It's 1690 to 1763, or 1769 rather. Oh, that's old. (1764, 1797). 1740, 1760. Are those the people telling those other people to go?
I think so.
Or that's not like someone telling us to get out of here, right? How would a little boy, 6-year-old, hang himself from that tree?
I don't know.
That's what I would like to know. They say a little boy hung himself back in 1943, but how would a little 6-year-old boy hang himself from this tree? That's what I'd like to know. But they actually say that a little boy hung himself here.
Is the little boy here with us?
They say this is where you hung yourself, or were hung, back in 1943. It is 2022. Can you let us know if you're here with us? Guys are just trying to make communication here at Spidergate Cemetery. I'm not really feeling anything either.
And plus, there's people off in the distance. This may be just me showing you guys Spidergate Cemetery with night vision.
It is awesome though. I mean, I don't have night vision, but it is pretty awesome. Check that out.
Couple names, yeah. There's no date on it, but there's 3 names in memoriam for the Revolutionary War. So
This is beautiful.
the cemetery opened up in 1750, so I mean, that's kind of wild.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of war heroes here.
Yeah,
and
yeah. If you check out down there, there's one for Revolutionary War.
really, that's
3
incredible.
names on it, yeah.
So I
Incredible.
wonder if back then there was like a town here. Why would this cemetery be in the middle of nowhere?
1765.
Well, this dates back to Quaker. I mean, there could have been roads that look like the trails were the actual roads.
Or a couple of villages around here for there to be a cemetery in the middle of the woods.
Well, do you guys want? Let's set up a REM pod and everything. Let's do this. Let's do
All
this
right,
proper.
let's do it at the tree though.
Yeah, let's do it at the tree, and then we'll go visit Earl Marmaduke.
All right, guys. Here you go.
They're down the road.
Can you tell me the story of Earl Marmaduke?
The legend?
Yeah, the
The
legend.
legend is, I guess, if you walk around his gravestone 10 times,
Yeah.
and then when you come to a stop, you listen, you ask him a question, and you'll hear like a groan. Some people hear like groans or some noises. So that happens at midnight. So it's
Wow.
just, we already surpassed midnight, and
Yeah.
I don't know, but we'll talk to
I
Earl.
don't know,
mean,
check
we
it
could,
out.
We could set up Earl. Maybe.
But I mean, guys, that's just a little bit of information there for you. So whether we do that or not, or catch anything, I don't know. But now, do you know, did the little boy actually hang himself? I mean, or was he hung? Because I can't figure that
I can't
out.
imagine a young boy climbing up a
No.
tree and hanging himself.
So he probably, obviously, was hung. And I wish I knew the full story on that. But guys, that is the story.
It's like, and it's kind of like a legend.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
guess, so it's not necessarily like there's no
Okay.
actual backing to it.
All
but
right.
that's
So
the
there you
legend.
go, guys.
Yeah.
So we are gonna try and communicate. So we're gonna set up a REM pod, I guess.
Yeah, we do REM pod, and
Yeah.
I think spirit box would
Nice.
be good.
All right. So Realm Explorer Chris is just setting up a REM pod at the base of the tree right here.
I'm gonna grab my spirit box too.
Let's see if there's anything that can be captured. For me, actually, I think this is a first for using a REM pod outside. Oh, outside. Well, there you go, guys. It's going off.
My REM pod right by the tree where the boy hung himself, supposedly hung himself.
Can you stop touching that now? Please?
I was literally just grabbing my spirit box out of my backpack.
That's insane.
So you guys can definitely check out their video because they were already recording.
Could you please stop the REM pod? Could you make it stop now?
It's going crazy.
Yeah, there it is. That's insane.
I would reset it.
Reset it once, yeah, I'll definitely reset it.
But guys, it went off. Let's see what happens again after it gets reset.
Reset that, reset the temp sensor. I'm just going crazy. I don't know, maybe my battery's on?
Alright, so just reset that. I mean, could you set that off again if that was you? Look at this tree.
Did you hang yourself? Did somebody else hang you?
I thought I heard footsteps. Yep, I heard people. Yep.
Pack it up. Let's go.
Is that
Yeah,
Earl?
yeah, that's Earl. Yeah,
Earl
we knew
Marmaduke.
that. So he said it's 12 times you walk
12
around.
times
Yeah.
you walk
12
around?
times?
Yeah, usually, and you can see a path, you know, when the grass
Have
is grown in
you
and
ever
stuff.
had any personal experience here?
So, I lost my mom to COVID,
Oh, I'm
I'm
sorry.
very sorry.
and one night, there about 3 o'clock in the morning, there were 3 people coming out of here. 4 people, I'm sorry. And you know, that's late, so I stopped them
Yeah.
and I said, "What are you doing?" I went down there looking at the, you know, and before I can say another word, the kid goes, "You lost someone recently." I say, "Yeah," and he goes, "Well, she wants you to know, he says, she's standing right next to you. She's okay.
Wow.
And she's gonna be all right." And when I lost my mom to COVID, say that's her coffin right there. Right there. This is as close as I got to the coffin from where I am to here. So maybe what, 15 feet away?
Yeah.
No kiss goodbye. Can't put nothing in the coffin.
Oh man,
Lady who
that's
raised
horrible.
me did everything for me. Everything.
Yeah,
right?
I'm so
Put me
sorry.
in good schools, all that stuff. I couldn't even say goodbye. 2 days later, 10,000 people run through the street, no mask, having a riot.
Yeah,
Which is
rioting,
fine.
yeah.
Which, you know what? That's fine. I get it. You have a right to protest and all that shit, but I got a right to kiss my mother goodbye too.
Yeah, you do.
Right?
you
So,
do.
100%.
so this
100%.
kid says she's standing right next to you, and she's got curly hair and glasses, and she wants you to know that she's okay. She's gonna be all right.
Wow.
And honest to God, I was like, I was
And your
floored, you
mom
know.
has
Did you
Curly hair,
feel
glasses?
her? Like, could you feel
I
like
was-
any kind of presence? Like, did you feel your mom?
I didn't know, but I was like, I didn't know what to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know
I
what
mean, it is shocking.
So now when I drive by here at night, I'm like, beep beep, hey ma, you know what I mean?
That's
Stuff
awesome.
like that.
Actually, you know something?
And
That's awesome. I appreciate you
She's,
sharing that.
you know,
Thank
she's
you.
in Rhode Island. Well,
Thank you.
hopefully she's wherever.
Right.
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 But you know what I'm trying to say. And so the kid had pictures of orbs and stuff like that
Yeah.
on his phone,
Yeah.
which you don't usually see that down here. But I've come down here and there's pentagrams drawn in the center of
See,
the.
that's too bad.
Yeah.
one
See,
of the
that's
heads-
not the
one
way
of
to
the-
do it,
That headstone
actually.
that's crooked right there,
Yeah.
they knocked it over.
Oh man.
There was a kid down here one night and he was doing that kind of stuff, and usually Lester was looking for him and they found him,
Yeah.
and he was wanted
Lester
for
police.
some kind of shit. And usually I'll come down here and check the cemetery, and that night I just didn't have time. And if I would have had him down here, I would have noticed that he definitely was the one who pushed the stones over him. You know, we could have got him for that too, but
Right.
Yeah.
because that's that's
It's total disrespect, yeah.
it's, you know,
I
it's
mean,
like, come on. Like,
And
I look at it this way. They have to picture it as though if their own parents, would they do it?
that's it.
You know?
And you hear stories like what's the story? The kid hung himself. from
Yeah,
the
that's
tree
what
over
we-
there.
yeah.
Yeah, like-
1943.
Yeah, I don't think so. The only way the kid's gonna die is if the rope breaks and he falls, boom, and hits the ground. Because
Well, I was thinking, like, how did he get up
Yeah,
there?
no, it's a
That's
lot of
that was
shit.
my question.
And then you hear there's another cemetery. There's no other cemetery. This is it.
This is it.
I heard there was a cave.
Yeah, they were just saying that too. No caves.
So it was a root cellar then, maybe mistaken as a
Well,
cave.
they sensationalize everything too to sell
Right.
that book, right?
Yeah.
So I wonder why this chain is here.
I didn't even know that opened.
See, even the gates, they had to paint the gates. Like,
Yeah, I actually was pointing that out.
Yeah.
Saying that was stupid.
honestly, God, these
Where
gates,
was
like,
that original altar house?
Was it back where the pillars were?
Is that
There's pillars like all like in the
there really?
woods.
There's supposed to be like some kind of old altar house.
I never heard of it. I'm sorry.
No. Okay.
Maybe if there's an old picture or something. Or...
Right.
Yeah.
Well, so you know a lot of history.
Yeah, well, a little bit. I mean,
How long have you been protecting this place?
like 15 years.
Really? Wow. So you have like a special love for this place too.
I mean, you know what? I'll come down here and I'll pick up the garbage and stuff like that because,
Yeah.
you know, kids have a...
Well, can
When
I ask
come
you?
in, I come in, I'm like, it's me. You know what I mean? I'm just
Can
here
I
to pick
ask
up
you
the
something though? Is there a day we could come and help you clean a little bit? And
You
could
come
we
down
do?
during the day, anytime during the day you want. When the sun's out, it's
Yeah.
open.
It's open.
Now, like,
huh?
if there's a
Alright.
time where you stay with us just after the sun goes down, can we do a proper?
I don't come in till
respectful-
11, so you know what
Oh,
I mean? It's-
Yeah,
Really?
if you want to
No,
meet us,
I hear what you're
if you want to
saying.
meet us here, because and you
Well-
can see how respectful it is.
No, you know what would happen is Lester would show up and they
Lester
just throw
Police
us
is
all
what
out.
he's referring
But here's
to.
another thing. One night I'm coming in over here and this tree over here. And I don't know why I came over here, but I came here and I saw 2 little feet right over here.
Really?
2 little feet like this big. What the fuck?
What do you mean?
Like little feet. And I come over here, it's a doll, right? Remember the Cabbage Patch dolls?
Yeah.
It's a Cabbage Patch doll, but you know how they had the buttons for the eyes?
Yeah.
No buttons. The eyes are sewn shut.
Oh my
And
God.
I'm like, I'm looking at it, and I'm like, and at first I picked it up, and I'm like, all right, I'll just go sit it on
Yeah.
the wall. And I'm like, what the fuck? This is kind of a weird doll. And I'm like, all right, I put it back, and that was that. I'm like, that was
That's
that kind of
insane.
weird. That really weirded me out.
That's
but,
crazy. So it was sitting right there.
So
This is awesome.
that's it.
All right.
There's a rear admiral buried over there. When he was a rear admiral, they used cutlass and blunderbuss. That's how long ago. So the ships were made out of wood. Pirates we're talking about.
Wow.
That's insane.
I saw the memorial for the Revolutionary War down there
Revolutionary War.
too.
Wow.
Yeah, some of these. I think the oldest stone is like 1604, and some of them don't. Some of them don't even have like. They have the date they were born, but not the date they died, or it's weird.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they're really some of them are really.
So
skinny.
what's the original story on this whole cemetery though? Like going back to 1750.
The Quakers.
The
Yeah.
Quakers, like.
Were they like I mean, because this to us right now in today, 2022,
Well,
it
you know-
seems
you know the
remote.
Quakers, you know the Quaker oat thing?
Well,
I know
yeah.
about the Quaker Oat thing, and you're talking about like the
They
Fern Old
still
School.
dress like that, and they had a service here about maybe 4 or 5 years ago. They buried someone, and they come all dressed like that.
Wow.
They buried somebody in the corner over there, I think it was. They're nice people, but they kind of like turn the other cheek. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're real.
Kind of like Amish. That's the
docile.
only thing
Yeah,
I can kind of
exactly.
relate the Quaker to. Wow.
All right, so
All right.
I gotta go.
All right.
Okay.
We're leaving too.
That means you guys too. I can't
Yeah.
even if
I appreciate that. Can I shake your hand?
Yeah, no problem. I'm Ralph.
Thank you. Thank you. Nice to meet you, Ralph.
Chris.
Hey, what's up, man? I'm Phil.
Marla.
Nice to meet you.
Marla.
Marla. Sorry, I was a dick at first.
No, you got to do your job. You got to do your job.
I can
Guys,
see
we
that
just got
you're-
busted. We got
You guys
busted
didn't
being
do
in
this
here.
in the
It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning, and
What is on there? It's photographs.
He was nice.
Video sound and other type of recording prohibited. But you know,
look
you
at
guys
that
didn't
though.
know.
It's all spray painted.
and you can't really see it. And
I wonder if we can get that off and maybe come down
Maybe
there.
I mean I would.
They'll
I'd
redo
help.
the they'll just come and throw another piece of fucking plastic or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's definitely like carvings in there, though. Look, you can see that.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah, are those carvings?
This is crazy too. One night, so there was a girl on the other side of the airport,
Yeah.
where the gate is, and she had a flip phone. You guys probably know it. I'm not. I'm still living in the 70s and shit. I barely know how to fucking put my phone on. But she had a picture of this rock. To come this way, and I don't know if you want to take a picture. Take a picture of both of those rocks, because honest to God, there's a guy like this sitting on this rock, and he's in a. You remember the stuff the monks used to wear, like the
Oh, those
gowns?
brown robes
Right,
with like tied
exactly,
with like
exactly,
rope around the
exactly.
waist.
And you can see the pleats in it, right?
Are you
And
kidding
you can
me?
freaking see through this guy, honest to God. And then she took a picture of one of the headstones. She was going. She had a camera, and she went across one of the headstones, and it drew the power from the camera, I guess, a little bit, or whatever
Yeah.
she said. So she took a picture, and no shit, there's a girl sitting on the headstone, and she's in a checkered dress, and you can absolutely see through this girl. And I'm like, can this girl fake this? And I'm like, but she's got a flip phone. And I don't know if you can fake
Well, the
this
flip
kind of-
phone isn't the technology that
Right,
you have
that's
today.
what I'm saying to
so
myself, and all the
that's
trouble you have to
crazy.
go through to,
All right,
you know,
guys, I'm
kind of
gonna
like
cut
do
this
that,
and
right?
do a couple photos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had cars broken into before, so if you come back,
Oh,
don't leave
Okay.
your purse or any kind of GPS or any kind of shit like that out, because, I mean, I've been here. I've been doing this 15 years
Yeah.
or whatever, and I've never had it. But other people have told me that they've had cars broken into.
Well, that's a good tip then. So,
So, and if you
guys,
stay in
don't
the center
park
of the
on the
path,
side of the road there. And if you
all
do,
the-
don't
both
leave
sides are all
valuables.
poison ivy.
All right.
And I get it just by friggin' looking at it.
Man, that always happens to us.
Guys, that was bizarre. We were trying to do an investigation. We ran into a ton of people. They thought it was going to be a shit show. Then they left. We were going to do a proper investigation. Then we got busted. And then he had to be a hard ass at first. He did say sorry and everything. And he found out that, we were not being disrespectful. So, and then as you saw the rest. So honestly, I think he made the video. It was pretty cool.
It's
What
pretty
did you
cool.
think?
I mean, I
What
thought
did
it
you
was
think?
cool.
That was pretty
yeah.
cool. I mean,
Chris is in the back. I don't know if you can see him. But yeah.
back.
But yeah, it was pretty. Oh my God, there's a big huge spider right there. Get him out. Get out.
Open your
But
window.
yeah. So guys, I thought that was awesome. What do you think? Yeah, I thought he was incredible telling us all those stories. But,
Could have been worse.
Yeah, it could have been worse. So
Yeah, no, he was real nice.
see you on the next one. Bye.